Hey, what's up, my Dragon Legion? How been? So, guys, I just want to try out a weird type of camera angle that we're not used to. Every time we do deck profiles and such, we're used to seeing the camera being like, shoo, right in the face of the dragon and all that such. So I figured I want to try out a more farther out space. On my next Yu-Gi-Oh deck profile or whatever such, I'm gonna try this on that video too. See what you all think too. Let me know what you all think about this. Let me know, and in this video too. Let me know what you think about this new camera angle. Do you like it when it's out farther, when you see the mat and such, or would you all prefer when everything's like closer, like how it's always been? Let me know right here. So in today's video right here, we're gonna do an updated deck profile of my Kagero Lawkeeper deck profile. It has gone through a little bit of changes here and there and here. And unlike all my Lawkeeper deck profiles in past up till now, I finally have nothing proxy. I got all my Wyvern Guards, I got all my Dual Axe Archdragons, my Lawkeepers, all that such. Nothing is proxy no more. It's actually the legitimate real deal cards now. So, without further ado, I'm going to get the deck profile and show you the new changes we got going on right here. Alright, start off with your starting Vanguard. Still got the one Kagero. Like I mentioned in the past, until Kageros get a starter Vanguard that's better than Kagero, unless we're playing Amber Dragons or Steel Dragons, Kagero is definitely not going to change. Kagero is probably going to be here for a long time. Until all of a sudden says so otherwise. And for trigger lineup, we have 4 heals. We're still doing the 4 heals until we can do a format where we have to play less than 4 heals. We're still doing 4 heals no matter what anyone else says. And yes, I am still doing the where is it? There it is. I am still doing the 4 draws and 8 critical line over here. Now with Lawkeeper, it's very crucial that you play the 8 of everything. Can you all see everything? Yeah, you can. Okay. It's very crucial that you play the 8 critical 4 draw, because when you're playing the Lawkeeper, maybe in other Kagero builds you can do the 6/6, but when it comes to the Lawkeeper build specifically, you kind of have to do the 8/4, because you really want to put as much pressure down your opponent as much as possible. Every time you bind with your Lawkeeper's effect, you want to potentially get a critical as much as possible. The faster you get your critical, the better, and the better you get your Vanguard's attack into your opponent, along with of course your rear guards, the better. So the 8/4 is still important. But in my Do Kagero build, or my Amber Dragon build, or even a Steel Dragon build, if I ever get together the Steel Dragons, I may go back to going the 6/6, see what happens. And that's it for the triggers, for the great ones. Still got the 4 bars. Bars crucial, gotta have bars. The new edition deck, finally the 4 Wyvern Guard bar race. I'm so happy to finally get this card back in a legitimate Kagero deck. I'm so happy. The 3 Dragonmon Gojos, you kind of have to run this guy in this deck because you want to use his ability to rest him with his effect, draw as much as possible, or use him as a decent booster. You need either decent boosters or something that'll help you get to your Lawkeeper and other such as fast as possible. So 3 monks is pretty needed. And Lawkeeper's best friend, we got 2 Lizard Soldier Radusha. I don't know if I got his name wrong. I probably got it wrong, like I normally do when it comes to Vanguard. This guy is literally Lawkeeper's best friend right here. Since Lawkeeper is literally binding all your opponent's rear guards, and you're obviously going to have at least 2 rear guards on the board when you go off a Lawkeeper, this guy will give your Lawkeeper the additional boost he needs to put more pressure down your opponent. Make your Lawkeeper go from 13, I believe 13, to 23 right out of nowhere. Put lots of pressure down your opponent. Make your opponent waste his or her perfect guards, or a good portion of cards in hand, or even force him to let the attack go through and risk hitting a critical and risk you going through a critical just because of the possible fact of 23 power may be a little bit too strong, plus drive check as well. And let's kick off the deck. 2 Flame of Hope ammos, because because I like the ability where if him boosting any of my front row succeeds as such, I do get the ability to pitch a card, draw a card, which is actually not bad. It's not the best booster. If I do see the opportunity to go for a game, I will retire him to play either Bar or Monk and such. But he is pretty good. Help you set up your combos. Help you get that one card you need in your hand, so you can do your whatevers. And it's all in all not a bad card. So that right there was your grade 1 lineup. Give me a moment. There we go. Next we have the grade 2 lineup. We have 4 Dragon Knight No Harms and 2 Cross Shot Grabs. Now, most people, when it comes to Lawkeeper, most people like to play 7 of the grade 10, 7 grade 10 vanillas. They use one more of him. I like 6 right here because it not only gives me the advantage of having one more grade 2 in particular that could help out, but I think these 6 guys alone is enough to help you retain control and power that you need to put the pressure down your opponent and still help you get the amount of damage and such that you want to go for game. So 6 copies of the 10K vanilla is all you really need. And next we have 2 Bellicosity Dragons, because you are going to be counterblasting quite a bit of times with Lawkeeper and Berserk Dragon and of course Kagero. So this guy and with Bellicosity Dragon, if you can land his attack at least once every 2 turns, you will almost be guaranteed to be able to go off with your Lawkeeper's effect almost every turn, which is really, really good and really, really fantastic when it comes to Lawkeeper. And last, to kick off the grade 2 lineup, 2 Berserk Dragons, your Blaster Bladed deck, counterblast 2 cards, get rid of that 1 grade 2 below card that you don't want to deal with. Deal right here. You probably don't really need them that much. 2 is all you really need. And if you want to cut them off for something like Dragon Knight Aham, I think his name, or your special intercept, to be more specific, or your other vanilla guy, your other 10K vanilla, that's cool too. But Berserk is pretty good where he is right now, as far as I know. And that's it for the grade 2s. For the grade 3s, 1 Tech of Dragonic Overlord, just because I like the fact that he's a decent Vanguard in case you don't get your Lawkeeper or Dual Axe Archdragon. So he does get in there by himself. And in case if something comes up, where you can't get your Lawkeeper's effect, say you only have 3 cards in damage and they're all face up, you can just use your Overlord's effect, put some pressure down your opponent as the rear guard and such, and just either take out the 2 rear guards and again put pressure down your opponent, or other things and such. He's not a bad tech card in my opinion when it comes to this deck right here. Next we have the 3 Dual Axe Archdragons. He's your ideal grade 3 rearguard Vanguard when you got your Overlord going. This guy becomes a This guy becomes a 13 by himself when you go off with Lawkeeper, which is really, really good right here. 13 plus, depending on who's boosting him, does put some little bit of pressure on him. When you get this guy and someone else in particular going, you do put a lot of pressure down your opponent very, very shockingly quick. And to kick off all this, and to finish off this deck profile, of course, the heart of this deck right here, 4 copies of Dragonic Lawkeeper. Your ideal game condition card, counterblast 1 card, and you bind everything on your opponent's rear guard zone, and you just put a lot of pressure down your opponent, and it is just really, really sick and ridiculous what he does right here. Binds all your opponent's rear guards. He gets 3,000 as long as you have 2 or more rear guards than your opponent. And like I was just mentioning, he just puts a lot of pressure down your opponent right here. When you use him right, you can potentially go for a game right here. Like, I've won so many games with him with just using his effect alone. He is just ridiculous what he can do right here. Lawkeeper is just an amazing Kagero in my opinion. And with Break Ride becoming a thing now since we have Dauntless Drive Dragon now, he may become even more ridiculous, because when you got him, plus your Lizard Soldier guy, boosting him, plus your Dauntless Drive Dragon, he'll become 3,300 power, plus Drive Check, plus if your opponent somehow finds a way to block off his attack, he attacks again for even more pressure. All in all, Lawkeeper is just an aggressive and beastly card right here. Oh, and another part I like about him is that if the total rear guard you retire with him is 5 exactly, you get a free retirement from your opponent. Granted, it's your opponent's choice and which one of the 5 cards he or she has to retire, but it's one less rear guard you gotta deal with, and a little bit more pressure that you can still just put on upon your opponent. So that right there was my Kagero Lawkeeper update video. It has gone through, well, not that many changes, just a little bit in particular right here. Let me know what you all think about this deck right here in the comments down below. And I'll see you all another day. And also, please let me know what you guys think about this new view that I got going on right here. Do you like it, or do you all prefer the original way how I did things? Also, let me know about that in the comments down below. And I'll see you guys another day. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Like if you did, favorite if you love this video, and subscribe today to become part of the Dragon Legion Alliance. And I'll see you guys another day. Christian Dragoon, signing out. Peace.